For our industry, schedule is everything, right? And so, when we are seeing lead times, it can be up to a year on switchgear. There's a lot of coordination that goes in with that from a schedule standpoint, and the ability for LFG to produce something in an extremely timely manner is a huge asset. The Cherry Lane project is in the heart of Cherry Creek, which is kind of the epicenter of Denver. We are building up a residential tower that we're tying into a parking garage, as you can see behind us here. And then we have a standalone office building in this corner. And it's a tight site in a very affluent area.
There was drilling operations going on within the 2nd Avenue building. They had penetrated a conduit that fed old switchgear, and it created a large electrical fire in the basement. Denver Fire Department responded to it. All lights were out, all power was out. It was a large ordeal.
From past experience, manufacturers are often, it is what it is, right? They're gonna give you a lead time, and there may or may not be an option to expedite. And if there is an option to expedite, they got their hand held out. LFG, just their cooperation and understanding and really providing that partnership, which as a general contractor, we strive for. We don't often see that. So it was huge.
So the first thing, the project team, I reached out to them. I said, what is the kind of timeline that we have to get this on? They gave us 7 to 8 weeks. Of course, we took that 7 to 8 weeks and said, well, let's beat it. So we went straight to production. We were able to turn this around and have it shipped within 6 weeks of that approved submittal. Schedules are typically constrained. It's nothing unusual for us. We do what we do every day to produce a board. The difference here was we put this as a priority. And we said, they're out of power now, they're running on generators. We understand how that affects a project. Raw materials, the raw steel, everything under one roof, so we have all of our resources. We have our design team, we have our engineers, we have our production team, we even have shipping under the same roof. So we're able to take all of those aspects, coordinate together, and of course deliver a product to the site.
LFG was just instrumental in the overall partnership between us and PDI, and understanding our needs and what the requirements were, and really, what our situation was out here. So, the expediting, the cooperation and coordination that they offered was paramount.
We were able to customize the gear to meet our needs. That was huge. I had a custom box fabricated for the back of this switchgear, which only LFG can provide. LFG understands the needs on site. They updated with photos. They kept us in the loop the whole time. Everything was transparent.
LFG just, from a cooperation standpoint, again, just understood our needs. They got on it quick, they produced, and there wasn't a whole lot of hoops to jump through. There wasn't a whole lot of back and forth and figure this out before we even pulled the trigger. They were ready to go as soon as we need them.